That was terrible. What's up, Bears fans, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my reaction and analysis for the Bears-Packers Sunday Night Football matchup. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, or don't, it's your choice. Smash that like button if you enjoy the video. With that being said, let's get right into it. The Chicago Bears lost to the Green Bay Packers last night on Sunday Night Football with a score of 27-10. The Bears were not able to do anything. Other than the first drive where we scored an opening drive touchdown, we only had 3 points since, and the only thing that was kind of working for us was our running game, and that was literally at the end of the game. But our defense on the other side couldn't do anything as well. Kyler Gordon didn't have a good game. None of our defense players really had a good game other than Travis Gibson. He had 2 sacks. And we couldn't stop the run at all. And Aaron Rodgers, last week he couldn't throw at all. This week he threw all over us. So all in all, it was not really a good game. Now for some stats for the game. Justin Fields went 7 for 11. He had 70 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception. He also had 8 carries for 20 yards rushing the ball. David Montgomery had 15 carries for 122 yards. Not bad at all. That was actually pretty good. Khalil Herbert had 4 carries for 38 yards. And our leading receiver, Equinemius St. Brown, had 2 receptions for 39 yards. Our defense had no interceptions and had 3 sacks. Now let's talk about Justin Fields for a little bit. Justin Fields had 7 completions, 70 yards, and interception. He also had 8 carries for 20 yards, which wasn't too bad. But Justin Fields did not play good at all. His passes weren't good. He had one play where he had time. He rolled out of the pocket and he threw a deep pass to Darnell Mooney. He overshot that by a lot, but that wasn't that bad. The play calling on that play was pretty good. That's what we like to see. We want Justin Fields to throw the ball downfield more because he only had 11 pass attempts this game. He had 11 pass attempts. In college, he was one of the best passers in all of college, and now we're not even using him for his passing abilities. Yes, he's able to run well, and we are using that, but he can also throw, and we're not using that at all. Now let's talk about David Montgomery. He actually had a really good game. He had 15 carries for 122 yards, and he didn't have any touchdowns. But most of those yards and carries came at the end of the game near the fourth quarter when we were making that last effort to get that touchdown where, of course, we got that goal line stand. But he actually played a pretty good game. At the end of the game, at around the middle of the fourth quarter, he got most of those yards, and the offensive line there played pretty good. The offensive line actually was able to get the blocks, and our run game was able to get going. Also, for a quick second, Khalil Herbert, he had 4 carries for 38 yards. Also, a chunk of those yards came at the end of the game because the O-line stepped up this game, and actually at the end of the game, they played really well. Okay, now let's talk about that goal line stand. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, around the end of the game with around like 8 minutes left in the game, we were down 10-24. We were not out of it because we had that good drive going, as I was talking about. We had a lot of good big runs with David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. Our offensive line was doing good. We were going down the field, and on 4th and goal, with around like 8.5 minutes left, this was a really bad play call. So we had it like literally like half an inch left, and Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy, they decided to call a play in shotgun instead of going a QB sneak. So they called the play in shotgun, so then people were expecting them to pass. But they still did like a QB sneak, QB run in shotgun, which I don't know, but I don't think that was the smartest idea there. I feel like if you just went a QB sneak, we would have had a better chance. But I'll show you guys right now. The ball, to the commentators and everyone watching the game, the ball crossed the line of like the goal line. The ball crossed the line of scrimmage, but apparently there wasn't enough evidence or anything to overturn the call, so I guess it didn't count as a touchdown. But if we had gotten that, maybe things could have changed. Maybe we could have gotten the momentum, get a stop, and get the ball back and made a comeback. But either way, we can't blame the refs or this one play for this whole game. The Bears still played terrible, and yeah, I don't think the Bears deserved the win at all. Even if this play would have resulted in a touchdown, I still don't think the Bears deserved the win. One last thing I want to talk about is the offensive line. The offensive line surprisingly played really well this game. Probably, other than our running game, our best part of our offense. At the end of the game, just like I said, our offensive line was really helping us running the ball well. It was helping us get down to that goal line where the goal line stand happened, but we were able to get there because the offense line was creating the holes that we needed to be able to run the ball through. And that's how Dave Montgomery and Khalil Herbert, that's how they got most of their yards. And because of that, our offense got going to, in that last drive right there in the fourth quarter, middle of the fourth quarter, Justin Fields also was able to roll out the pocket, make throws, run, and all of that was happening. If our offensive line can stay good like this, I think they only let out like 3 sacks. If they can stay good like this, and it'll really help our offense like get the flow and keep moving. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you want. Hopefully that'll be our last loss of the season. Bear down.